Your challenge has to do with new starts financially, or getting money owed to you, or that you feel is owed to you, or getting money from a settlement. You may feel that you have run into all kind of subversions, obstacles to this. And the message here from the runes, Libra, is that if you are karmically meant to receive a payment, karmically meant to start a new job, get a pay raise, something at this point, you will. You will start to see that happen in July. If you're in a lawsuit and you're in the wrong, if you're involved in a lawsuit and, I don't know, if it's a bit petty, as sometimes lawsuits can be, or maybe there was one brought against you and it's ridiculous, you're going to be happy with the result. Karma is going to win is the message of July, where money is concerned. So you will get what is due to you, what is coming to you. Even if it's been delayed, even if there have been obstacles. But if you're trying to get something that's not rightfully yours, it's probably not going to come through. Just throwing that out there. And if somebody's trying to get that out of you, trying to get money they don't deserve out of you, it's not going to come to pass. But yeah, new starts in July. It may be a bit of a bumpy start if you're looking to start a new job, or starting a new business. It may not take off right away. There may be some obstacles in July, but the outcome is going to be worth the effort. So that's what I'm getting. So if you get frustrated in July because you're starting a business and you're running into all these things you didn't know you had to do, all this extra paperwork, tax stuff, bureaucratic stuff, stuff you have to find out about you don't know about, so you have to track down people who know the answer. If you're kind of dealing with that stuff, go ahead with it. I mean, get as much done as you can, because the result is going to be worth it. It does look like whatever you start in July, whatever you're investing in financially, or a new job that you may start in July, is going to have a very positive end for you. It's a very good new beginning. So definitely, no matter how frustrating, change it. Just stay with it. For some of you, you may have realized that the path you were on when it comes to financial things or legal matters was not correct. And if you've realized that, if it's just like, okay, this is never coming, this is never going to work out, it's more trouble than it's worth, then if you switch that and turn that focus to something new, that is going to be successful for you in July. So yeah, if you feel you've been kind of maybe pursuing something financially, or doing something that's not the right place for you, not the right job for you, the right company for you, if you take steps in July to change that, you're going to get a very positive result, Libra. For those of you who are either going through a divorce, considering divorce, or considering starting a new relationship, I know that's complete opposites, but with this card it can be either. It does look like if you are looking to divorce, you can find a good lawyer in July and get some very good legal advice about how to go about this, about custody, how to handle the children. And it does seem like you will be successful, most of you, in co-parenting or figuring out a custody situation. So if you've been putting off filing for a divorce, if you've been putting off doing that because of the children, it looks like if you file in July and get this going, you're going to be able to successfully figure something out. And that's actually going to be better for the kids. People that stay together for the kids really have the wrong idea, because if you're miserable with each other, the kids are just going to be miserable right there along with you. So, definitely they should come first. And sometimes that means that, two people who should no longer be together need to figure out a way to co-parent but not be in a relationship or not be married to each other. And that may be what some of you are coming to realize in July and taking steps to move forward. Because until you kind of get out of that situation, you can't move forward. You're kind of I'm seeing a hamster in a wheel, just kind of spinning wheels. You're running in your little cage and not getting anywhere. So If you take steps to get out of anything like that, this can be a business partnership too. But for most of you, I'm seeing relationship stuff. But those of you who are looking to get pregnant, looking to have children, if you are getting advice about this, if you've been maybe having trouble, or if you're seeing someone about adoption, or if you're seeing someone about fertility stuff, I think you're going to get some very good advice in July. You could be successful in July, or at least get on the road to that. So, definitely. If you want to adopt and haven't yet started that process, July is a great month to get on that and figure out what needs to be done. Or if you need fertility treatments or some help in that area, it looks like you will find a really great, knowledgeable person who can help you with that. So, new beginnings all around. Some of you may be getting married in July, because this in the mundane sense can be the rebirth card, and especially next to the relationship rune, a new beginning with relationships, a cementing of a partnership in some way. You may get a message from someone saying that, I want to take this to the next level, or I want to move in together or get engaged or something like that, Libra. And if you were to send the message out to your prospective person and say, I want to take this relationship to the next level, you would get a very positive response. So it appears that they do too. So, it's kind of a relationship, family-oriented month in July. You do have some financial stuff going on, Libra, but it looks like the relationship stuff is going to be more interesting or take more of your focus, because the good stuff's happening there. Looks like good stuff's happening in your financial stuff too, but maybe you just can't quite see it at the beginning of July. Help that's going to be available to you is that you're going to get some very good news. This may be unexpected good luck coming to you. And it does seem like this has to do, again, with people in relationships. So maybe this person, this message, it's going back to this message that this person sends to you, or something this person says to you about wanting to make things more serious, or something. Somebody may just have a surprise for you in July, Libra. There may be a party, a celebration thrown in your honor if you've accomplished something recently, if you've come through a training program or completed a degree. Somebody may be throwing you a little get-together. You may just go to, if you're here in the States, go out celebrate July 4th. You may have a nice time with your friends or family. And you really need that. Maybe you haven't been out in a while, Libra. Maybe you haven't been out to just have fun in a while. So let your hair down, get out there and enjoy yourself in July, because good times are to be had, and it's going to refresh you. And there's some kind of luck associated with this. So accept all invitations in July, Libra. Those of you who are single, it could be that this new beginning has to do with you meeting someone. Online dating would be very well favored in July, because we've got the card of the internet next to new beginnings in the relationship rune. So put yourself out there. You can't be found if you're not out there to find, Libra. So if you've never tried that online dating, or maybe if you have and it didn't work out, maybe give it another go in July. Just see what happens. You got nothing to lose. Except your time and your gas money, and we won't go into that. It does look like for a lot of you, if you were to put yourself out there online, you would find someone relatively quickly in July who really kind of strikes your fancy. So for others of you, it may be at a celebration or an event in July. So like I said, accept all invitations. And if love is your goal, put yourself out there. Particularly internet is going to be well started in July for meeting people. Or just start frequenting message boards and chat rooms where they discuss, stuff that you're interested in. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, go to the Game of Thrones chat. Maybe you'll meet your special someone who's also into the show, or your favorite band's website or a chat room, or something like that. You'll definitely meet people that have the same interests. that maybe share the same passion that you have for something artistic or something in the arts. What can't be changed about July has to do with, again, going back to luck. So there's a lot of you being in the right place at the right time, which is why, the more you go out, and again, going back to accepting invitations, there's something about, because it seems like whatever the good is in July is going to alleviate or just make what's delayed or what may not be coming to fruition as quickly as you would like not seem that serious. So there's some serious good to be had in July, Libra, and the little hiccups, the little trips that you have to take for work if you travel for work, or maybe delay in hearing back from a job that you applied for. There may be a little of that going on, but those of you who go on a job interview in July, it's going to go really, really well, and I think you will know that in the moment. There just may be some sort of delay around hearing back for something, but it's okay. You trust how you feel after a job interview, because if you feel like you nailed it, which I think many of you will, you're going to be right. But yeah, you just may have to wait a little bit longer than you would like to get going. Think before you speak in July, Libra, because there may be somebody may just rub you the wrong way or say the wrong thing at the wrong time, and you're tempted really to either like fire off a text message or an email, or maybe just in the moment say something that will exacerbate the situation. So yeah, definitely think before you speak. Sleep on it before you send an email or text message that may be construed as hurtful or insulting. You may change your mind about it by the next morning. So yeah, just kind of think before you speak in July, Libra. But by the end, there's definitely a blessing or new influence coming in when it comes to your environment where you live or your job situation. So again, I think by the end of July, if you are waiting to hear back from a job, if you're waiting for a new start, end of July is going to look a lot better than the beginning of July. There may be obstacles and things at the beginning, as we talked about earlier, but by the end, I think things are going to be really moving forward for you in whatever area that they were delayed before. Those of you who are looking to move, it does look like, you may do so at the end of July, or you may close on a house at the end of July. If that's what's been delayed for you, it's going to be moving forward, or you'll at least have a date knowing when you can move. Or if you've been looking for a long time, you'll finally find something, and this will be alleviated. So there is a victory coming. There is a new influence coming in. And this has to do with a big shift or a change a lot of you are making. So again, going back to this relationship stuff, maybe some of you do decide to move in with your significant other, and you do that at the end of the month, or you make plans to do that at the end of the month. You start looking at properties at the end of the month. Whatever was your goal at the beginning of July, there is a huge victory at the end. And while there still may be a waiting period, you'll at least know that something's coming to you. You'll have the date when it's going to be finalized. You'll have the date when you're moving in, when you're changing jobs. You'll have the date for the second interview because the first one went so well. There's something that's going to be very, you're going to be very proud of what you accomplished. And this is something, again, that you're going to go after with tenacity because it's something you want really, really bad. And it has to do with changing either your location where you're living or where you're working, how you're working. And it's a positive phase, definitely a positive phase. It may be something that, has encountered obstacles and delays, but this hasn't been because just to frustrate you, or this hasn't been, just to kind of irritate you, but it has been to get you in the right place, to get you to the right people, to get you in the right job, in the right house. There's a lot to line up as far as timing to get us in the right place at the right time. So I think that's what's been going on, Libra. It's been frustrating for you, but as you're going to see very, very soon, it's all for the best. It's all going to have a good end. So yeah, July ends on a victory note. Libra, enjoy that.